Hello YouTube, this is Omid here. In this video I'll be looking at the quest Easter eggs of Call of Duty Zombies. Ever since Ascension, almost every map in Zombies has had some form of hidden quest Easter egg in the map. However, these have differed greatly from the relatively simplistic Casimir Mechanism in Ascension to the incredibly complex Time Travel Will Tell in Shangri-La. I'll be looking at these hidden quests using 3 factors and commentating on which maps were successful in these factors and which were not. The first factor is difficulty. The quests must be difficult enough to be challenging and give the player a sense of achievement for finishing it, but they shouldn't be too difficult to be frustrating to complete. Aspects that can affect the difficulty of an Easter egg are things such as chance, how much you depend on factors that are only affected by chance, such as special zombie type spawning, or obtaining a certain weapon from the random box. You could also have teamwork as an aspect, what level of cooperation is necessary to complete the quest, how many people are needed to do a certain step, etc. An example of a quest being overly difficult is Shangri-La. The Easter egg is very long and completing steps were usually timed because of the time travel mechanism. There were a large number of steps to complete, and some of the steps involved obtaining certain weapons from the random box, taking success out of the player's hands, and there was a lot of communication between teammates. This was a very difficult Easter egg and hence a lot of people never did it. An example of a quest having balanced difficulty would probably be Diorite. There's no dependence on the random box, as the liquefied gavel knuckles and sniper rifles are obtainable without it. And the other steps are challenging but not impossible, requiring patience to complete, such as the sequential crests. The second factor is reward. Once you've completed the quest, you should be rewarded for your efforts. If the reward is not substantial enough for the difficulty of the quest, people will just not bother completing in the first place, or will not believe that the quest was finished and come up with crazy theories such as Bust Route B because they simply do not believe it's ended because the reward was insufficient for their needs. However, the reward should not be too powerful that it makes survival in the map too easy. An example of a poor reward would be transit. The occasional power-up drop in an awkward part of the map cannot really be considered a reward for completing the Easter egg. It's very unsatisfactory. However, an example of a map with a good reward would be Call of the Dead. It gives you a DQ at the end of the Easter egg, encouraging you to complete it in each game, and also changes George Romero's drop from a death machine to the DQ in every game following the Easter egg's completion. This might remove the incentive to replay the Easter egg in later steps because you can obtain the DQ easier by killing George Romero. However, you still receive a benefit every time you play the game after the Easter egg, incentivizing you to complete the quest. The third factor is the story of the Easter eggs. As you progress and complete the quest, you should find out more about the background of the map, how the map fits into the zombie storyline as a whole. Also, progressing through the quest should be a story unto itself, not just a series of unconnected tasks to complete. An example of a good quest storyline would be Moon. As we progress, Richtofan's interactions with Maxis and Samantha reveal their history. We find out the uses for the components obtained in the previous quest, and as we finish the quest we see Richtofan's ascension and the destruction of Earth, major events in the storyline. An example of a poor quest story would be Diorite. After Transit, we already know about Richtofan's and Maxis' struggle for power and the importance of the towers in this struggle, so it doesn't really add anything to the storyline as a whole. We also don't learn anything about the background of Great Leap Forward. The steps are not really related to each other in any way, and overall the Easter egg adds nothing to the storyline, making it very unsatisfactory to complete. So in summary, I think that a good quest Easter egg should be challenging, rewarding, and be well connected to the storyline, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how the quests evolve in the future maps and what they contain. This has been Omid, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.
Hey, hey! I feel like capital is hogging up all these kills. You touch me, I kill you! Sounds like fair trade.